Hi, hello. This is Ghostie, and I wanted to record this video talking a little bit about 2024. It's a new year already, Happy New Year. But I wanted to talk about everything that happened and think a little bit back with you guys. So sit back, this is gonna be a little video collage for you guys with all the art pieces I made this year. And this year, a lot has happened that affected my art making process, including the fact that I moved across the ocean. I moved across the globe from Brazil to the US to get married, and it impacted me more than I care to admit to my own self. Um, my art making process before moving was a lot, it was related a lot to filling the void, filling my time, filling my heart, my mind with art was my little escape, art used to be this thing that kept me going and kept me grounded in a way. But when I moved to the US, I found out that I didn't need that anymore. So I found out that art needed to have a different meaning to me, and I needed to figure it out how to make art out of happiness. Because before this, art used to, as I said, fill the void, fill a space to me that I didn't have. And now I'm happy. Now I'm actually very happy and I am very supported by my family here. My husband supports my art making process and all the way, and that was very strange to me. And I know this is very it comes from a spot in my life, it's very privileged, it's out of privilege, and I should be thankful for it, which I am, don't get me wrong, but I did need to readjust how I see my art. So the past few months, it has been a journey. I moved here back in, I believe, August, in the end of August, and since then I noticed a big change, a big shift in both my art style and in my art process, really. It has been a bit difficult for me to just sit down and sketch things. It has been hard to fight against my art critic, but at the same time, it has been a joy to have the space and the support that I need to create. Like, for example, the other day I was at Michael's, right? With Max, and I was, as an artist, Michael's is like my escape, right? So, and if you don't know what Michael's is, by the way, for the people across the globe, Michael's is like an art store. It's like a big art store. Imagine a supermarket, but for art, everything art related. So I was in the painting section of Michael's, looking at the paints, all the paints they had available, and all the canvases, and I caught myself at the end of an aisle looking up to this big canvas that I always wanted to paint, something that big. And I was alone looking at this, and I just stood there for a second, kind of like, wow, that's a big canvas. I want to be able to paint in something like that someday. But before moving here, this was never it was never even an option, and it was just so expensive, or so, I don't know, it just felt impossible to me. And Max walked in. I didn't notice him, but he walked in behind me, looked at me and said, "Do you want it? It's on sale. Do you want it?" And I was like, it took me a second to wait, is he offering me that? Is that possible? Can I get that? And he gifted me 3 of those big canvases, and I started crying immediately because that was something that only in my deepest dreams, like, I never thought it would be a possibility. And I guess it's those little things, it's something that for him it was nothing, but to me it's like it meant so much. And the journey has been like healing. It has been very, it made me develop as a human in a million different ways that I can't even begin to express to you guys. And as someone who struggles a lot mentally, the support, getting the support from Max has been, I can't even begin to put into words how much he means to me. So yeah. And this year, it reflected a lot of my art making. I guess you can see by the end of the year I'm experimenting more with both digitally and traditionally. And with 2025, my plan is, honestly, my goals are to just explore it more, right? I began painting on that huge canvas that I got. Humongous canvas, by the way. It's big. I began on it. I already have a vision for it, and I already have a vision for a second big one. So my plan is to explore more of traditional media, allow myself to make mistakes, allow myself to some grace when it comes to art, and just allow myself to create. Because I'm a little, neurologically spicy, as you would say, and my brain sometimes shuts down really easily. And I guess allowing myself some grace to just pick up the brush and make mistakes is a battle, is a little bit of a struggle. And I hope you guys understand that every time you see a finished art piece from me, it didn't come easily. Like, it can be a silly doodle. Sharing my bad art, quote unquote bad art, with you guys is like, it's a struggle, honestly. And sometimes I just press like post send and run away, throw my phone across the room and run away, because that's how scared I am. So yeah, I'm hoping that in 2025 I get more opportunities to explore with my art. And one of my goals, and it's a big goal, but it's also so simple and achievable, is to sell my first original painting. I've been talking about it everywhere. If you follow me on social media, by the way, if you don't, check my description down below, and you're gonna see my little link page. You can see all my shops, all of my social media links, like everywhere I'm goal seeking. But yeah, I've been talking about how my goal for this year, my main goal, is to be able to sell my first original painting. And I guess to sell my first original painting, I have to keep painting. And so all my goals are very connected, honestly. So yeah, I've been talking for 8 minutes straight. That's insane. I hope you guys had an amazing year. I hope you guys have an amazing year from this 2025 that is to come. And I wish you all very well. Hope you've been taking care of yourselves, and don't forget to give yourself some grace during this new beginning. Okay? Anyway, check the description, leave the like, subscribe, and I'm hoping to make more videos like this in the future. Okay? Love you all. Bye bye.